my medium pair of balls. I'm going to keep them in my sack. So like a peanut. If you have the peanut balls, we're going to start with those ones. Right between the shoulder blades. So to start, it's just intro. So the next couple minutes, we're just gonna move up and down the wall. Just kind of introducing the balls into the muscle tissues, using your breath. Like I have really good cracks out already. And you'll notice the balls might start to move and shift and not be where you initially placed them. So you can always just reset and replace. And when you're moving up and down, you keep your hips close to that wall. So you're kind of going into a half squat. Using the legs and your feet pushing your body into the balls, into the wall. And then if you want to reset them again and just take the balls a little lower, so now they're right in the small of your back. And the balls are on one on either side of the spine. You have a ball on the right side, you have a ball on the left side. Just make these a little smaller, just working that lower back. Just reposition as you need. And you're going to go as far as just going right to the top of the glutes. Just working the top of the glute. So if you place the balls underneath your hip, the top of your hip bone, you place the balls right underneath of the top of your glutes, your muscle mass, and then lean into the wall. You can kind of just lean forward to the top of that glute. So rocking through the hips, knees slightly bent. Just a couple more. This just really helps our hinge position as well. And then just right up into the small of the back again. Let's see how big we can make those rolls. It depends on the depth that you're comfortable with. We're just going to work up the spine now. So every reposition, you just raise the ball a little higher. Just working our way back up. Noting any different sensations, any new areas that we're coming across. Maybe after about 3 rolls is a good average. You're just going to reposition again, or if those balls get away from you. Perfect. So once you get to the top of your spine, so now they're at the base of the neck. Watch those little baby hairs. Your hairs might kind of get caught. If you have a hood on, this is a really good time to put a hood on. A little hot for that, I guess. You'll feel probably quite a bit of tension. Just kind of taking your time, introducing it. The ball's right at the crevice of that mid-neck. Now you can always bring your hips back. I like to keep them forward so I have a little bit more pressure into the wall. And return back nice and slow. And I can feel that muscle being pressed into the ball. And then we're moving, asking for that release. So you can reposition, just maybe go a little bit higher towards the bottom of the scalp. Continue looking side to side without losing the balls. See how that feels for you. I get some crazy sensations coming up into the rest of your head. And look forward and release. Good. Just take a deep breath in and shrug your shoulders up. And draw them right down, ear to shoulder. your other shoulder, breathe out. Back to center. Deep breath, shrug your shoulders up. And exhaling down. Keep drawing them down, draw them down, draw them down. Tilt your head, breathe out. Tilt your head, lift. Other side, breathe out. Okay, we're going to introduce to the front of our chest as well. So you can either keep your peanut or the largest ball that you have available to you. What we're going to do is we're going to place it right on the chest, kind of diagonally, or right at the top where it meets our shoulder here. Okay, so that nice meaty part, that's what we're going to place into the wall. So once we have that area, we're going to turn towards the wall and lean in. Just taking some breaths and then rolling towards the center and down that chest, or across the chest, sorry. Across the chest. Feel free to explore for the next few breaths. You can stay still on a certain area. And just take a breath there. Move to a new area. Let that release happen. A few more breaths. Good. Come on off. We're just going to take that to the other side as well. Do the same thing. So that top ball is probably going to ride right underneath your clavicle. So that's a really nice, yeah. Let's do that on the other side. Connecting with your breath. There's a different purpose to this next hour. I want to release stress, not add any. Breathe it away as you break through the layers of fascia and tissue. And hold on a certain area of discomfort. Just take a large breath. Inhaling and exhaling, allow yourself to just melt over the balls. Nice. Beautiful. Come on off. Okay, so we're just going to place our balls down. We're going to get our shoulders moving. So we're going to do some scapular shrugs and circles. So the scapula is your shoulder blades. So when we're moving, I want you to think about the wings back here that we have. I want you to think about those kind of opening and coming in together. Okay, so what we're going to do is place our hands directly in front of us. We're going to push something away from us as far as we can. And you'll notice that you just rounded your upper back. So now that object is pushing us back, and our shoulder blades are now squeezing back behind us. Nice straight arms still. They may have opened up into a little bit of a Y, but you're not out here in T. And then push that object away. Your upper back just opened up. There we go. And now it's being pushed towards you, and you feel your shoulders drifting behind you, and then your shoulder blades squeeze together. And again, forward. Create lots of space. Really breathe into that upper back. And that object pushes back against you. Your shoulders glide behind midline. Perfect. So now reach your shoulders up towards your ears and then push the object away. Drop your shoulders down, and then that object pushes back towards you. You just did a circle. Shoulder blades up towards your ears, push away, shoulders down, and it pulls in. Up, out, down, and in. Up, out, down, and in. Let's reverse that. Let's push away and then go up, back, down, up, back, down, forward. Sorry, forgot about that one. Up, back, down, forward. One more. Up, back, down, forward. Nice. Just give yourself a big hug. Just round that upper back out. And twist side to side with your hips as well. And do this as you continue to drop closer to the ground. Until you're just hanging, free fall. And roll it up. Contracting the core, stacking the spine length by length, rolling it up. Deep breath. Nose towards the ceiling. Fantastic. Great. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take the balls again. We're going to take them, if you can take them out, or just use a single. If you're one softest single ball that you have available. Fantastic. We're going to place this right at the trap. So we're going to work kind of the trap that comes on the top of the shoulder here, the base of the neck, goes right behind and creates a little diamond shape down between our shoulder blades. So we're going to place it right at the back of that meaty area, and then coming to the wall. And lean in. My hips are away from the wall again. Just introducing this for a couple breaths. If you get tension headaches or like desk work, added stress, this can be a really tense muscle. It holds a lot of tension, especially under stressful times. Just some deep breaths before we move. And what we're going to do is the side that we have the ball on, we're going to place that arm up in front of us. We're going to drop that shoulder underneath the ball. And then we're going to come back to center and bring that ball back behind us. There we go. Down and back. You have to have some good good pressure into the wall so you don't lose the ball every time. But essentially, it's just rolling over and back. Just top of that shoulder. Hit the base of the neck. Moving over and up that trap. Feel free to go all the way up your neck as well. Kind of explore in that area. Get some good tension, radiating sensation behind the ear, into the brain, it feels like. One more. And that shoulder just drop down and like that. To return. Fantastic. Let's take that ball and let's bring it right to the front. So now we're going again right to that meaty area. Almost bring that shoulder, front shoulder attachment. Meaty. We're going to press into the wall here. Into that pec. Some deep breath. Melting over that ball. Every exhale, you're breaking through the tissues. Slowly relocate along that pec muscle. help stretch the muscle that we're working. A little bit more chance of relief. Change up the angles for you. You can get a little bit more precision. Slowly coming off of here as well. Okay, switching sides. So we're going to place it right behind the trap on the next side. I'm just introducing it to start. Just taking some breaths, pressing into that area. And when you're ready, dropping that shoulder under the ball. Feeling the ball roll over and forward to the base of that net. And when you're down under that ball, you can always roll it right up along that net, right behind that ear. As far as you feel comfortable and confident, and just note any sensations that arise. Slow it down. Taking your time. Fantastic. All right, coming off of that, taking it to the front of our chest and turning it into the wall. I'm on a slight angle, so I'm kind of leaning sideways into the wall. I'm not facing directly square to the wall. Play with those angles. Lift that arm out to the side behind you, stretching out the pecs. Big reach in the back seat of your car. Just connecting with the purpose of this. Trying to get the best out of it. When you catch your mind racing, the next movement or even the next task that you have, just bring yourself back to how it feels. Really count your breaths. 2 more. Awesome. And coming off and just placing that ball off to the side. So we're going to do those shoulder shrugs and circles again, but we're going to place our hands onto the wall. So we're placing our hands on the wall. And now you're going to try and do the exact same thing, recognizing the shoulder blades opening and then coming in together. Do 5 here. And then 3 circles each direction. Good, so it kind of feels like you collapse towards that wall. Awesome. Keep that core tight as you're doing that collapse. 5 there, and then 3 circles each direction. Your wrists are being challenged here as well, keeping hands flat on the ground. Your elbows, shoulders. Awesome. Good. Once you've done 3 circles each way, you can grab your single ball again. I'm going to stick to that medium one. Grab a drink. It's so warm. Alrighty. So I'm sticking to my single ball, and I'm going to come down and in between the shoulder blades. Okay, so I'm going to place this ball right between my shoulder blades on one side of the spine. Let's start with that right side. So we're taking that middle ball. We're placing it right in between the shoulder blades on the right side of our spine. So you're working those lower traps still. They come right down into this nice, beautiful diamond between the shoulder blades. Good. Here's a little bit more precision than when we had the 2 balls when we were introducing it. Now we're just going to, again, right up and down between the shoulder blades. Just taking it slow. You want to kind of envision like a tube of toothpaste. When you want to get the gunk out, you can't be slapping it all around and applying uneven pressure, right? Even pressure right from the bottom all the way through. And that's exactly what we want to picture here. And allowing those self-adjustments and minor cracks to occur. Feeling rather accomplished when that happens, really. You can find these tiny little crevices. And you'll note in your own body where those are, where you need to kind of give a little bit more attention. We're in this area for another minute, so there is no rush. Again, we have a purpose, we have an intention for this time. We want to make it work for us because we've set it aside. This is our time. Sometimes I just do a little bit of a shoulder circle on the side that I'm working on. You can just feel it massaging right between the shoulder blades. You're lucky if you open up the wing, you can get right into that crevice of the wing, which is that shoulder blade. Really working along the joints, following the pathway of sensations. A little bit longer on this side. Just had to readjust and bring it a little bit lower once again. So I'm sticking to the same side, but I dropped the ball just underneath the shoulder blade and right along the side of the spine. Somewhere about this low on my back. Here's my shoulder blade, here's my mid back. Really try to break through. Okay, so again, we're bringing that ball a little bit lower. So now we're just underneath that rib cage. So we have those couple floating ribs. So we're gonna just avoid those or be very gentle over top of those. But in that general area, the center of the back, I'm gonna turn my body. So again, I'm on a slight angle. So instead of pressing directly going to be pressing into the center of my body. Right touch small. I'm just going side to side here in this area. So we're going to be coming into the front of our abdomen. So this is just kind of prepping for this front work. Move side to side. If you do feel kind of any sensations coming forward, it's totally normal. I'm rolling from my spine outward, the outside, my hip, then up and down and side to side here. Just each time that I come back to my spine, it's a little bit lower. Just working to the base of the spine, working over that hip joint. There we go. So now I'm right at the top of my glutes, right at the top of my hip bone, hip joint actually. This is as low as I'm going to go. Just working all the way to the outside, side of my body. There we go. Okay. Now one side feels a little bit more beat up than the other. So let's match that. So we're going to take it right between the shoulder blades to start on the other side. Just try to get those low traps. Get those rhomboids underneath. Just taking a good minute here. Much more precise when you have that one ball favoring that one side. Going into little circles with my shoulder, just seeing if I can get another angle underneath that blade, that wing. A little bit more up here, in this general area. And start to work a little lower. So maybe the bottom of that shoulder blade. Between it. And work from the base and up. Here we go. So I'm lifting up my arms so I can stretch out that back just a little bit deeper. Just test out angles and what works for you. Kind of look like, how would that feel good? Right? Somebody walked in. What you feeling? Rolling. I'm relaxing. How I relax. Good. So I have a spot pinpointed. I'm just going to readjust just a little bit lower so I don't have to go up with my toes. There we go. You can squeeze that ball with your shoulder blades. You can bring those shoulder blades apart. Squeeze that ball. Bring them apart. Good. And just continue to work lower. Stay nice and close to that spine as you get under and below those shoulder blades. Okay, when we're coming into that lower back, we may have to tuck the hips if we were hiding our tail into a hollow position in order to get enough kind of pressure to get into this spinal, this side of the spine, sorry. Muscle riding along the spine. Because we have that neutral lumbar curve being straight, we don't get enough of that tension. So coming into that hollow stretches that muscle along the spine. So it opens it up a bit more for us. And then once you get underneath those floating ribs, this is where we're going to start going from that muscle beside the spine and outward. I'm testing out here. Get organ massages getting in through sides of our body. Again, when we go into the abdomen. Each time that you return to the center of the spine, you're taking that ball a little bit lower, working it outwards, sides of your body. Fantastic. Now I'm just riding along that top of the hip bone on the joint structure. Good. Coming up. Great. Setting that to the side. You can grab a drink. All right. One more thing at the wall, then we're going to head to the floor. So keeping the balls off to the side. I'm going to show you a little bit closer here. So we're going to be doing a Y to a W along the ground. So what we're doing is we're opening up the shoulder blades and then we're bringing them in together. So the key to this is when we're along the wall, our entire back is going to be along the wall, including that low back. So we're getting into that hollow tucked position, and then our wrists are going to be against the wall as well. So when we're trying to put our wrists against the wall, you have to think about driving those elbows forward. As soon as those elbows kind of drive forward, you'll feel your shoulder blades kind of do this little tucking in together. So like they're coming in together and dropping into your back pockets. So you're going up to that Y, and your shoulder blades are coming apart. Then you're going to come and bring those shoulder blades back in. So up against the wall. First placement is that low back. That's the hardest one to keep. So you're going to round out like the top of your belt or the top of your shorts or your pants is against the wall. Maintaining this, flexing your abs in front, you're going to lift and now get your shoulder blades against the wall as well. Okay? Arms up and wrists against the wall. In a Y. There we go. I can already feel my upper back being about to burn. Okay. Drawing the hands down into the deepest W you can without taking the wrists off or your low back. And then back up to Y. And back down to W. Oh, I'm shaking and up. We're doing 5 in total. 3. As long as you're working hard. Oh my goodness. 5. Round forward. Just keep rounding forward. Maybe twist it out. There we go. Good. Roll it up. Woo! Did that ever burn and turn on those shoulder blades? Okay, let's move down to the floor. We are moving down to the ground now. So just adjust as you need. I guess I'm gonna need some light in here. There we go. Okay. It looks like my medium peanut balls are my favorite balls of the night. So we're gonna take our yoga block. We're gonna take our yoga block. We're gonna go into our abdomen. The other day when I taught this, I could not say that word. It was not working. Abdominis, I think, was coming out. So our abdomen, abdominals. When we are introducing, that would work perfectly. Just gonna lay them alongside there. When we're introducing these into our abdomen, we are looking for the hip flexor. So the hip flexor is that muscle that connects our lower body to our upper body. Lots of sitting or closed hip position gets this really tight, right? And when it's tight, it can pull our low back. It can do a lot of damage. You can create hip pops for us. So we're gonna try and access this. It's attaches to that low back, right? So that's why we're gonna try to come right in through here. So our belly button, we're going to lay over top of the balls. It's gonna be placed off to one side. And underneath that rib, right, it places right between that rib and that hip iliac crest. Okay, so it has a nice little surface to go in there. When we're laying on here, we're just gonna take a few breaths and just gonna melt over top. And what we wanna do is we wanna get those balls directing towards the middle of our body. So we're trying to go in and under our belly button. Cool? We're just gonna take a few breaths here. There's not a whole lot of rolling or movement. Laying over top. The other leg is going off to the side like a half frog. Or the opposite side, a little half frog. There we go. And to really get a good release in here, this has to be your sole focus. Your body is very sensitive through this area. Our abdomen or our gut puts a lot of emotions. It will fight us. So just allowing yourself to take a moment and ask for the release. Deepen the breath. And the hips fall open, fall apart. Your lower half, separating from that upper half. When you breathe in, that belly fills up and almost pushes the balls away. And on that exhale, it all just sinks inside. As that hip flexor attaches through that low back, to that base of the spine, if you get any sensation like a band around your low back or heat around the low back area, you know you're either in the right spot or you need some extra attention there. If not, then just kind of explore a bit more. I mean, you may not get the full benefit the first time. We're going to slowly lift up. You're just trying to figure it out. Just take your time. Next side. Right beside that belly button. The feet is going up and down. This side's a lot. There we go. I think you. I can do a lot of more troubles for me. You might have one of those sides as well. Again, you can be massaging kind of side to side. On those exhales, maybe that's where you push towards that belly button. And on those inhales, you come back to the outside of your body. Inhale, pushing back and under towards that belly button. Where that connection to the hip flexor is. Just a couple more breaths. Letting your shoulders relax, let them fall apart as well. 3, 2, and 1. And slowly coming up off of this as well. Just tucking up into a big cat, engaging your abdominal section. Here we go. Opening up those shoulder blades, squeezing the core. Keep pushing into cat. Engage the midsection a little more. Push the floor away. And relax. We come back into cow. There we go. We're working in cow. We're trying to get our hip bones to our shoulder blades. Feeling that sensation, those engaged muscles. There we go. Perfect. And one more cat. We're pressing into the floor, rounding out those shoulder blades. Engage the stomach. Squeeze the butt, tuck the hips. Push and squeeze. And relax into cow. Engaging the back muscles here, low back. Trying to get the shoulder blades down into your back pockets. You might feel a little muscle spasm in that low back. Try to work them together and roll back out. Awesome. Okay. Little wrist circles. We're going to place the ball off to the side. Or sorry, the yoga block off to the side. We're going to take our balls out of the sack. We're using your peanut. If you have 2 single balls, you can go ahead and grab those. Lying down on the ground, placing both these balls at the back of the traps, right again at the base of the neck, in that meaty part that we started with. Perfect. We're going to go into some glute bridges. We're going to do 5 glute bridges, and each time at the top, we're going to just think about driving down into these balls. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Hold up and lower down. Awesome. Take your hands above you, palms together or facing each other. And reach up and overhead. Thumbs down towards the ground. Back and forth 5 times. And 5. Hands back down again. What we're going to do is we're just going to roll ourselves up higher onto the balls. The balls are going down or back now. So they're putting them between my shoulder blades. Just push myself. There we go. We're going to add it all in together. So balls are between my shoulder blades. We'll go into a glute bridge. I'm going to reach up overhead. And bring my hands back. And my hips are going to come down to the ground. 1. Butt squeeze. Overhead. Bring back. 2. Keep pushing into those balls. There's still the lower traps there. 3. Between the shoulder blades. Up. 4. 1 more. 5. Push yourself. Oh, your shirt doesn't ravel in, my goodness. Oh, all going away. A little bit lower on the back now. Here we go. So now with the base of the shoulder blades. And if you were to look forward, you're getting a little bit of a crunch. Crunch position. The balls are going to wedge right into the base of that crunch. Right? So you can let you feel base of the shoulder blades there. So here, we're going to, what is this? Lean back over the balls. And then crunch back up. The thing about keeping that core, that low back down on the floor, and then try not to use that neck, use the abs, let rib cage guide you. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Now what you're going to do is push a little bit lower. Shirt gets all raveled up. Keep going all the way to your tailbone. Keep pushing away. Keep pushing away. All the way to your glutes. And rolling off. You need to adjust, like myself. We're going to reverse. I need to come down a little more. Up to the okay, bottom of the spine. Wait, we're moving down. So we're moving down as the balls come up our back. All the way, just dragging yourself. Balls are riding along the spine. Taking those deep breaths. 1 long toothpaste squeeze. Here we go, all the way to the top. And then we're even going to come all the way up the base of the neck. Balls are together. Right to the base of the skull. There we go. So the balls are hugging Our neck, once again, just like they were on the wall. We're going to look side to side, favoring one, favoring the other. Sometimes these are just hold the balls to make sure they stay there. Watch your little baby hairs. Okay. Coming up, coming off. Just going to grab a quick drink. All right. So we are going to place our balls back in our sack again for that peanut. We're going to go one more time. We're going to go one more time with our sacked balls into our abdomen. And we have one more movement after that as well. Let's finish here. Coming on to that first side. We're just going to take 5 really good breaths on each side. That was my 5 breaths. I'm going to switch the other side. Holy. One more breath. Fantastic. Always better the second. Placing those off to the side when you're ready. First, no rush. We are going to finish with those YBs, but we're going to do them on the floor face down. So instead of standing back to the wall, we're going to be on the floor face down. You want to watch me first. So your forehead will be on the ground. Your thumbs will be up towards the ceiling. No, they won't be. Yes, they will be. No, they won't be. Your palms will be facing down. So your forehead on the ground. You're gonna lift them up. Then you're gonna keep the palms the same height off the floor as you come into this W position, trying to drive your elbows into your back pockets. I'm always constantly trying to lift my hands, squeeze those shoulder blades, and then trying to get those thumbs in towards my shoulders before or without them collapsing down towards the ground. Okay, so let's do 5 of these. Your forehead's going to be on the floor. Your arms are up ahead. It's like a wide position, palms down, fan that out. So we're going to lift our palms and then open up and come down into a W position. That's it. Keeping the hands nice and high from the floor. Perfect. You can do 5 of these. one more. Awesome. When you're done your 5, just push up to hands and knees. You're just going to finish in a cat. And cow. And fantastic. Center. Roll up those wrists.